a little bit. Back that below. So here's my next project. I bought this basket on the online garage sale site, and now I'm going to paint it. I was going to stain it. I saw Laura on Garden Answer stains cement pieces, but I found in the garage, in our little barn, this. Wouldn't that be pretty? It is a orchard green gloss. I think I'm going to do that. Orchard green. It started. Okay, thank you. So we'll let that dry. I thought I could get it all off with the brush, but it's got quite a bit of dirt shoved up in there. So we'll let that dry a bit while I water the rest of the flowers in the front yard. And then we'll go back to it in a bit. So, this is my basket I put together. Isn't that pretty? I'm hoping that where I miss painting the handle, the little spot will cover over. But anyway, I thought those bloomed real pretty. And I got these today on sale. They're perennials, full sun loving. They're First Glory Speedwell. And these I got to replace the ones that died in the pot in the back. I couldn't get that same light pink. They didn't have any. So we're going to go with those right there. So this little guy's doing good too. We planted him this year. I'm not as disappointed that he's spread out, but he hasn't got any height. But I've heard both Jenny and Laura had talked about lately the sleep, creep, and leap. So the first year you plant them, they sleep. The second year, they creep. And the third year, they leap. Oh, sorry, Mr. Pollinators. Didn't mean to squirt y'all there. So, as long as he's living, I'm going to be happy. Now this is the second year, so they're creeping. And I'm probably not cutting these guys back enough every year. I probably need to cut them back. I'm going to try that. I think that's what Laura does. She cuts them back and then they rebloom. Look at all the little bees on them. That's good. That's encouraging. But look at all the junk. This bed is a gosh. What do you call it? Mixed up mess. So I need to work on it. I'm not sure what I want to do there. And these See how there's just a few purple blooms? I hate to turn it around because the blooms, the two on the other side are just full of purple blooms. So evidently he doesn't like as much sun coming down on him in the morning. So I'll just leave the pretty blooms turned into where I can see them when I sit up there on the porch. I think that's good. Good for me. Not as pretty from the street, but you know, pick your views. These guys are coming along well also. Got a little trimming I need to do there. And that is a very pretty pink one up there. Over there and water the tractor. Hey, back behind there. Watering the whole bench is one of the yard. The whole, what's that thing called? Porch. The whole porch. Let's go this way. It's easier to stretch your hose out this direction and hose these beds and then go to the far end of the flower bed there. So these guys, the potato vines don't get as much sun out of this bed as they do that bed over there. So they don't spread quite as quickly as the other ones do. I'll show you in a minute. There's our Grammy and Pop Pot signs there. I'm not sure how Pop Pot got bent. It's crooked. We needed 2 stakes on them so they wouldn't swirl around in the wind. Okay, out this direction. See how much, same amount of plants, potato vines out here as over there. And I'm still loving these little things. I hope the potato vines don't outgrow them though. I think they're supposed to get 18 inches tall and wide. They're pretty. Let's see. They are flame white garden phlox. A bright perennial. And 12 to 18 inches. Whoops. 12 to 18 inches. Can you read through the dirt? 12 to 18 inches high and 12 to 24 inches wide. So those 3 should fill this bed pretty good, I would think. Would be my opinion. And this guy, he's a thug. I don't know where he come from. Thugging it up in my flower bed. I don't want him overtaking everything else though. Wrapping around stuff. Choking my other things out. Go of them. Pretty. Hope they go ahead and get a little more height to them this year. Grass. I hope that little dude snaps out of it too. Okay, more water. These are so pretty little blooms too. Those little purple ones back there. Kind of have a blue, purple, pink thing. I don't really like these here. These I actually have bought 2 years in a row now and didn't realize it until I looked back at pictures from last year. What I mean. Not sure if y'all can see that, but I think it's turning out beautiful. Beautiful. It's just the bare hint of green. Nice.
Young girl?
I didn't know. Yeah. I hear yelling from that house all the time. No, there was the one girl kind of walking down through here across the street. Oops, sorry. What I did find while I was spray painting this was this right here. I don't know how well you can see it. It says 1987 Southern Standard, maybe? Interesting. Hey guys, so just out here watering all my little pots and stuff. Very cool-ish, not very cool, cool-ish this evening. Nice little breeze comes through every now and then. Saw a bloom on my okra yesterday, so I'll be having okra flow, which will be awesome. So some of my little flowers were drooping from the heat. We didn't water last night because the yard was still wet, but not enough moisture for the tops. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. You don't see that honeybee? Or bee, not a honeybee. He's working on the honeysuckle. There he is up there. Little pollinator. Pollinating his little heart out. There's another one up there. He's bigger. Nope, there he is. This bed's doing pretty good. I planted the bulbs, and some zinnias, I believe is the seed that I threw in there. So, this should be really pretty next year, once all of this gets established. This is my grass that I transplanted. Took it out of that flower bed over there. Trying to keep it growing to fill in this spot. Not that stuff. This good grass. Lace, enough already. Lacey. No. Stop it. Lacey. Yeah, this girl. What have you been doing ever since we've been out here with Grammy watering? Huh? Are you trying to steal the water? You have a whole bucket over there that you're trying to drink out of Grammy's hose, aren't you? See? There she goes. And then in a minute, she'll be coughing and hacking because she got water up her nose. Is that easier? Really, Lacey? You're a brat. You're a brat dog. These guys are doing good. I may have to turn that pot around because I thought that stuff was going to fall over more and then you'd see the white behind it, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. So, these guys are doing good. I just love how soft and fluffy those things are with some tree coming up in there. There's another one. Sorry, had y'all sideways. And those things are beautiful. They're loving life right there. Evidently they're getting the right amount of sun and the right amount of water. So, what a joy. The ones in front are doing better than the ones in back on this one. So, I don't know. I'm going to rinse off my pot a little bit. Just makes your arm tired after a while. My left arm's not as strong as my right arm. Huh. Go figure. There's my cute little sign, my daughter-in-law, Jasper farm eggs, and then free-range chicken. And my little $5 pots up there. They may need some Miracle-Gro. I Probably should have taken the tags off of them too. Oh well. We're the only ones back here, so let me go around to water them. What are you waiting for? Why are you laying right beside me? Come on. Oh, this area is a mess. I've got to get these in the ground. Gonna have to take my lilac back because it kicked the bucket. Look, you can't even see this one. But it's alive. Oh, no wonder you can't see it. I don't have the camera on it. Sure. Yeah. Got to manage that. Lace, could you pull the hose for me? Could you help with the hose a little bit, girl? There's my little weather vane. Welcome. Little barn and little rooster. Again, if anybody wants a little bantam rooster, he needs a new home. He can't live out here in town. These are really pretty. They start out more of a pinky, and then they kind of turn to purpley. I don't know. It's really pretty though. I like it. Got a bunch more buds coming up. Oh, she's way thirsty. Look at her poor little hair's drying out. There she is. Those guys are doing good too. Ants. The bane of my existence in this yard is ants. Little black ants. That guy's dry too. Whoops, that guy. I can't watch what I'm doing and aim the camera at the same time. For all you YouTubers that can do that, bravo. I'm not one of them. That guy's doing good. He got a little dried out, but I soaked him in the bird bath overnight for a couple of nights, and so I may just have to do that ever so often to trap some moisture in there for him. I like the little white buds on this one too. Hope it stays pretty. There's my little baby chick back there, a little yellow one. She goes with my mama chick. I love those. Those are pretty. Oh, Lacey. Oh, Lacey, what are you doing? You can't chew water, honey. You cannot. So this little fella here, he was starving to death for a drink. But look at all those peppers. And all those peppers. These guys are going to town. Then my squash. Sorry. That is Aiden's squash. Aiden says that bed right there is his. And then Trenton wanted to know why he didn't have a bed, because he asked for a bed that day too. I don't know, Trenton. I do the best I can. Everything's there, but he was out here, we were planting. Somehow it became his bed. I can't explain it. I don't know. These things just happen. So, I don't know that I ever actually said that was Aiden's bed. I think Aiden said that was Aiden's bed. So, can I really be held responsible if the child just takes it over? I mean, really, can I? I mean, because he's not out here watering it. He's not out here pulling the grass out of it. Grammy is, so technically, I think it's still Grammy's bed. We're all gonna eat the squash out of it, so it really doesn't matter in the long run. But he wants a bed built especially for him also. But back on this little COVID thing going around. A while back there was a thing on Facebook about, there's an article from Good Housekeeping on how women back in the 40s or 60s or, I don't know, 40s or 50s, I don't know, way back there, should have the house clean and their hair done and dressed and dinner on the table when their nice stop, when their husband gets home from work and everything. And I know we laugh at that, really, I have to do all this for him, but consider it being done for your own mental health, because when you're up and you're dressed and your hair's done and you feel more productive, you feel more in control, that you're going somewhere and doing something with your life, even if it's just tending your own garden and your own yard. That's a huge thing. That's good for you. That's good for your family. So get up every day, put a smile on your face, put a little makeup on if you wear a little makeup, put on a little lipstick, make you feel better in the long run. It's just my piece for the day. This girl right here sits Grammy and Trent with the Grammy's Life, and we are opening a package today from the Home Depot. Let's see what we got. This says on the side, what's it say, boys? Fragile. And please inspect before signing for it. I was so excited. I thought it was going to be something I really wanted. And not that I don't really want this, I do. But I don't think this is fragile. And I don't think we really have to worry about that much about signing for it, making sure it's all in one piece before we sign for it. Because it's supposed to be. Dang it. But that's okay. This is good. We need it too for the garden. Rainbird. Watering. Irrigating. Woohoo! Is there anything else? Okay. Well, when the other one comes in, we'll open that one up for you guys. It'll be exciting, I promise. Okay, so we got it all painted up. I think it turned out pretty good. A little grass on it here and there, but that's okay. Not too bad. So now we're going to plant it up. I might still go back over it with a little black and accent some areas, but I want to get it planted for now.
Gonna mix some of that good stuff in there?
Espoma? Yes, I am.
I'm talking the natural good stuff.
Oh. Yes, I need to, but I don't know that I can take the smell of it right now because I don't have a different. So I'm going to skip that one. I am going to have her put this in there, which is a starter.
I think that stuff smells almost as bad as the goat poo.
Goat poop doesn't smell that bad, but yeah, goat poop doesn't
I think I'm going to save my good.
It just smells like goat.
My good natural poo for the garden stuff.
Her good natural poo. Is that different than unnatural poo?
Yes. Yeah, these are really thirsty. It got hot on them today. They'll do better in here. Well, they do like the heat, but see, these don't have enough of a reservoir to give them enough moisture to keep them happy.
Oh. So it's kind They're kind of like humans.
Kinda. Hey, can you hand me those other two?
Grammy,
What, baby?
talk to the camera.
I was talking to your brother.
Teach me.
Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do right there. So.
And those are all your dollar plants you got, right?
Yes, and they look better before they went through the heat of the day today. So as soon as I water them, they'll perk right back up.
Well, look at the bottom of them.
I know.
And maybe it'll root down.
Yep. We're live.
So did you find your camera tripod?
I did. In my defense, my grandson hooked it up on the basketball goal when we were filming the other night. And I took my camera down while I was video the watering process. Got the tripod was up there.
But it wasn't me. It was not me.
It was not you, that's correct. Which was okay, it was a good holding spot for it. Where were you?
Aiden.
Making a mess.
One thing about it, COVID has sure made a bunch of pretty yards.
Yes, it has. And I would tell you that COVID test is not for the faint of heart because that sucker hurts. I think they poked my brain.
She had to have a COVID test today in preparation for a procedure she's having next week, and I told her whenever I had my procedure that they try to roto-rooter your nostrils and your brain.
But he's dramatic, I mean, so.
How dramatic was I on that?
Well, this one, he was correct on. It hurt. When the lady said, now just close your eyes and lean your head back and try not to push against me or pull away from me or hit me, I was thinking, oh, she's had some traumatic experiences with this as well.
Yeah.
She said, because that leads to you and or me getting hurt, and we don't want that. I was like, yeah, no, we don't.
What do you got there?
I made a fish hook.
What did you make it out of?
Metal.
Wire?
Yeah.
It's like a big old fish hook.
Yeah. I made it for big old catfish
Uh-huh.
and big bass.
Huh.
Like catfish and bass. And not perch though. Well, yeah, because they can't swallow it.
No?
I don't know what kind of hook it's going to be, but I made it. All I want is a camera.
Hey, Aiden, will you grab me the water hose, bud?
We've had the most luck with potted plants with the Miracle Grow plant mix and the Biotone starter. It's more expensive, but it sure does better. It holds the water better, and
I'm gonna go
it just seems to give them the start they need.
I want to tell you something that they might see. So sometime this month, maybe this month, next month, where you're gonna see him and her and maybe me like building like kind of like a bed, like, and I'm gonna show y'all like all kinds of different plants that I'm gonna be putting in it, mostly herbs, but there's gonna be squash too. Herbs and squash.
Herbs and squash, that's quite a combination. He's our outdoorsy garden one, and Trenton's our electronic one.
Okay, all planted up. As they fill in and grow, we'll give y'all updates on how they're doing. And if I go over that some more, some black for a little detail, we'll show you how it goes.
So when she painted it green, I thought she'll have the only green cement basket in Prague.
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, after I bought it, I realized our neighbor down the street has the exact same cement basket. But theirs were still the cement color. And so I painted it green, and lo and behold, we went to dinner tonight and they painted theirs a hunter green. So they're still not the same color, but
So either we're copying off of them or they're copying off of us. Or it's just happenstance. Alrighty. Looks pretty.